All right, Carolyn, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, aloha. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our new board, our new board members. The staff and I are really excited to have you here and to help guide us in our work that we do. So with that, I'd like to call this meeting to order, and I will turn it over to Lindsay to do the roll call.
Thank you, Caroline. Members, please let me know if you are present. I'm going to go ahead and go down the list. Member Agas? Thank you. Member Belmonte? Thank you. Member Elmore? Thank you. Member Fisher? Thank you. Member Guy? Member Lazaro? Member McCauley?
Present.
Member Ojeri? Member Paulson is excused. Member Tabora? Thank you. Member West is excused at this moment. And then lastly, Member Wong. Thank you. Thank you. Carolyn, you do have quorum.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, Lindsay. And if I could ask the board members, when you speak, to please turn on your mic so the people online and also here can hear you. And so with that, I'd like to turn it over to Member Lazaro to give us or provide us the opening protocol.
Aloha. This morning, I decided to share a little bit of what I get to do each and every day by being a steward of hula on the island of Kauai. And when asked to share a little bit for the protocol, I thought about this word huli'au, which means to turn or to see something for what it is physically and turn it and make it into something new. And today, as we gather here today, this board represents that ano, that energy, that spiritual energy where we're taking what was done in the past and giving it a new light and a new life. And so can all of you say with me, huli'au, mai ka'i, mahalo. So this mele that I chose was shared at the funeral of Queen Liliuokalani. And it is the kumulipo, the procreation chant of Hawai'i, and how all things come to life. When I think about what I get to do each and every day and my space that I'll share here with all of you, my alo, my breath, my expression, and I use the word mine because it's mine, but I open it up to all of us to share the same expression, to share your alo, your face, and your ha, your breath with each other, to bring the greatest collective for the people of Hawai'i, to the kama'aina, to the malihini, and most importantly, to the kanaka. So as a Hawaiian, I'm so proud to be here and represent the Hawaiian people, the people of Kauai. So I share with you this beautiful mo'olelo, this beautiful story. And I hope that it can inspire you to not see things just for what it is, but the possibilities of what it could be or what it could become. Let us not look to our past just for the energies and for the things that we might want to, just learn from, but let's look to our past so that we can holomua with dignity and aloha. And as we share this time together in protocol, let us also remember that there is a higher power that has brought all of us here today. So I mahalo our new board. I mahalo each and every one of us here, our staff members who work so hard. And to each and every one of you, we share this. I share this for all of you. O ke au I ka huli vela ka honu e. O ke au I ka huli lole kalani. O ke au I kuka ia ka kala. E ho o malama lama I ka malama. O ke au o makali I ka po. O ka vale vale o kumu honu e. O ke kumu o ka lipo I lipo ai. O ke kumu o ka po
ipo ai. O kalipo lipo, kalipo lipo. O kalipo o kala, o kalipo o kapo, po vale hoi. Hanau kapo, hanau kumulipo i kapo, he kane. Hanau po ele i kapo, he wahine. In the Kumulipo, it is said that all things come from something magnificent. All things doesn't just born into the world. The first Parlap was born to the sea, and from that, everything known to mankind began to take shape and existence. From the darkness of the night to the first bright light, then light break forth, and life began to take shape on this beautiful planet Earth that we all live in. We, as people, all come from our mama and our papa. And so we have their DNA within us. Every breath and every expression that we get to share is not just an expression of who we are as the people that we've become, but we carry it with us, the very essence and the very energy of our kupuna, of our moms and dads, our grandmas and grandpas. So may all that we do bring all the honor and glory to our kupuna. May it bring all the honor and glory to our amakua and our tutu. Let us bring all the honor and glory to the aina and the land. Let us serve it for the Hawaiian people, the people who live aloha, the people that constantly share the essence of what Hawaii is and what it is to be Kanaka. Let us give that and restore that to the people of Hawaii so that they too can partner with us to share a better part of the Hawaii tourism industry. Let us all come together as a collective and respectfully work in harmony with one another with this pure spirit of aloha. So huliau, mahalo, and aloha.
Mahalo. Okay, we'll go to the next agenda item. So actually, because you're all new and you just did your oath, maybe we could skip this item, but it's basically the report on permitted interactions at informal meetings or presentations not organized by the board. And I will continue on with this. Okay. Okay, the next agenda item is their approval of minutes from the June 26th regular board meeting. And that is found on tab 5 of your folder. Could I get a motion, please?
I so move.
Second.
Thank you. Can I get a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Member Agas?
Aye.
Thank you. Member Belmonte?
Aye.
Member Elmore?
Aye.
Member Fisher?
Aye.
Member Guy?
Aye.
Member Lazaro?
Aye.
Member Macaulay? Member Ojiri?
Aye.
Member Paulson is excused. Member Tabora?
Aye.
Member West? And noting, I apologize, he is excused at this moment, but he has joined us in the room. And Member Wong?
Aye.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you. Thanks, Lindsay. Okay, next item is our CEO report. In your packet, you have our CEO report from July, and what was passed out to you today is also the CEO report for August. So 2 months of CEO reports. I wanted to recognize our hardworking staff that has done a lot of hard work and efforts over the past 2 months. And if I could call them up to stand, I just wanted to introduce them by their sections. So the first area at the Hawaii Tourism Authority is the Office of the President and CEO. And in that office, we have our Public Affairs Officer, Jill Radke, if you could please stand. And Carol Hagihara, the Executive Assistant. Okay. And then next is our finance and procurement team. Talon Kishi is the acting VP of Finance. And Talon, if you could please introduce your team.
Sure. Okay, so first off, we have Miley Carvalho. She's our accounting specialist, and then Tracy Firmahin, she's our procurement manager, and Kristen Colburn, she's our procurement specialist. They're all awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Talon. And then the next area is our branding area. And we have our acting chief brand officer, JD Group. And if you could please introduce the team from branding and turn on your mic, please.
Yes, our awesome team, please stand up if you recognize. We have Christina Tuckman, Senior Brand Manager, Trisha Mendoza. She's our awesome administrative assistant for our brand team. And last but not least, Jen B, Brand Manager for our brand team. Thank you.
Thanks, JD. And then last but not least, we have our stewardship team, our hardworking stewardship team. And this team, and I just need to, actually, before I go to the stewardship team, let me call up our branding team. I mean, not branding, planning team. Is Kendrick Leong here, our planner? Oh, he's not here. And Michelle Shiawaki, she is our admin assistant who supports the planning team. Then let me move to the stewardship team. And with that, Didi Hawa is our brand manager in stewardship. We also have Lindsay Sanborn, brand manager as well. And then Milton Lafitaga over here, and he's the brand manager for sports. And we also have our destination manager for Oahu, Blaine Andrade. And then I believe on the online is our other destination managers representing Kauai as Patty Ornelas, Megan DeGaia is Maui and Lanai, Kui Adolfo is Molokai, and Matt Sueda is the destination manager for Hawaii Island.
I apologize. They did not get the panelist link in time, so they aren't on the screen, but they do say hello.
Okay, thank you. And that is our humble, hardworking team at the Hawaii Tourism Authority. And I hope I didn't miss anyone. And I would also like to introduce Jennifer Chun. She is the Director of Tourism Research at DBED's Tourism Research Branch, and we work very closely with her and her team. They provide us wonderful data that we all need and use, both to us at the HTAA, the industry, and the community. So thank you for that. And
Thank
then-
you. I have my team that is not on there, but is Amarin here? She was here earlier. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Amarin
Amarin.
Strong, she's on my team. She also tags team with helping out HTA as the receptionist, but she's on my team.
Yes, thank you, Amarin, for all that you do. And Director Tokioka, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Caroline. Yeah. Of course, most of you I've known for many, many years, and I appreciate you wanting to step up and be a part of this new board and this new direction. It is one of the most exciting experiences in the state of Hawaii when you see what you have the ability to do in the industry, to move projects forward, to talk about plans that HVCB and CNHA and Kilohana and the Hawaii Tourism Authority can do. And I'm very, very excited for all of you. I mean, we had a discussion a little earlier about how everybody I felt like everybody was their first day at school and they're meeting new friends and shaking hands. And it's exciting. It's very, very exciting. So on behalf of Governor Green and myself, we just wanted to welcome you to the new Hawaii Tourism Authority Advisory Board. Your skills and your life dedication to the state of Hawaii and the people of Hawaii will be valued at this board. For those of you who were on the board before, and for those of you who've been attached to the board before, it's going to be a little bit different. The legislature passed SB 1571 that was signed into law by Governor Green and became Act 132. And what that bill did is change the board from a policy board to an advisory board. But that doesn't mean that your input is any less appreciated and any less taken into the decisions that are made by HTA, DBED, and the governor's office. So we are committed to this board and to all of you. I will tell you that for the new members, there were over 50 people that applied for the positions. And for the others that were not selected, I would like to thank them for, putting their name out there, for being a part of the participation of this process. I know our team called or emailed each and every one of them to let them know that they were not selected, and hopefully they will continue to be engaged. But you were all selected, and we appreciate and value the skills that you bring to this board. I think what's important for us to know and to talk about is how we can be better stewards of what we do and how we can gain the trust of the legislature and the governor. This is key to the success of this board. And each and every one of you bring that skill set of working together, of ho'oponopono, of doing what's right in the righteous word of pono. So once again, we thank you. And we look forward to working with all of you and to your input and moving forward in the best possible way that we can. Aloha and mahalo, and God bless everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Director.
Thank you.
Okay, and before I go into the CEO report, I thought maybe our board members can just go around the table and introduce themselves, because I think a lot of you are also getting familiar with each other. So perhaps you can start with you.
Thank you, Caroline. I'm not going to do a melee like Troy. I can't. I'm a farmer, Jim McCulley from the Big Island. So I represent tourism from the backwaters, the little niche of agritourism. I've been involved in my community since the early 80s. I currently am the chair of the Banyan Drive Hawaii Redevelopment Agency on the Big Island. I have a few years' experience on the Hawaii Tourism Authority Board. So the scars aren't visible, but they are internalized. And I say that with a smile because it was a pleasure to serve on that board. And I am grateful for the governor to reappointing me. I look forward to working with you all, and good luck to all of us.
Hello, everyone. First, I'd like to apologize for being a little tardy. My name is Chris West. Most importantly, I'm a local boy, born and raised here in Hawaii. I'm a native Hawaiian. Always start with that because it's who I am. It's what runs in my veins. But I'm also the president of the LW, which is the largest private union here in the state of Hawaii. So every morning I wake up and I fight for working class families here, for fair wages and working conditions so that we can continue to try and stop the out-migration of local families here in Hawaii, and try to make Hawaii a better place for everyone. I look forward to serving in this role here on the Hawaii Tourism Authority to continue that, and I look forward to working with each one of you. And thank you to the governor for his confidence that I can serve in this role.
Aloha, I'm Kumu Troy, Allen Hinano Lazaro from Kauai. I'm a native Hawaiian, born and raised, and so proud to be Kanaka. I am very excited to be here. I have about 160 students in my halau on Kauai, and our stewardship is for the people of Kauai, for all things Hawaiian, to preserve, protect, to perpetuate, to be an arm to those that don't have those abilities, to facilitate stewardship in ceremonies that will allow people to feel confident that what we're able to do will help them in their process. So as a steward of Hawaii, through the hula, through the language, through all things cultural, I'm very honored to be here. And I'd like to just thank everyone for, for your aloha and for your spirit, and to those who helped with this very first process. So mahalo nui.
Aloha, everybody. My name is Danny Ujiri. I'm actually a Japan boy, but I've been in Hawaii for 45 years. This place is home to me. I'm very honored to be here. We have a big mission here with this team going forward. We need to support this industry that drives our economy, but we need to do it in balance. So hopefully I can be a big part of making that happen for both the industry and the community.
Aloha, good morning, everyone. I'm Lanai Tabura from the island of Lanai. Proud Pine Lad. Thank you, country boy. I'm in the entertainment business. I have a cooking show and a travel show, and for the last 10 years, been traveling the world working with different tourism authorities. So I'm excited to be a part of this, and thanks for having me.
Aloha, Linda Wong, President of World of Aloha. I've been involved in city, state government over the longest time, and also been involved with the Japanese wedding business over the last 25 years. My family owns the Kahalu Fish Pond, which is on the State and National Register of Historic Sites. And we've been trying to preserve that also. So I really have a feeling for Hawaiian culture and preservation, and looking forward to working with everybody and learning a lot. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Joel Guy. I am the Executive Director of the Hanalei Initiative. Troy, thank you so much for that. Was beautiful. I think it was Liao. What a great place to center us all in. So I appreciate that. I want to also thank the Speaker Nakamura for her trust in me and allowing me an opportunity to be of service to the state. Secondly, I'm really looking forward to working with all of you. Such a great group, and I'm super inspired. And staff, thank everyone here. I do hope to bring some of the transformative work we've been doing out in Haena. I'm grateful to be a part of an organization that partners with the Hui out there and looking at visitor management and resource management out there. It's been remarkable, and I'm sure most of you know a little bit about it, but I'm hoping to bring some of those practices to this to the thought process here. It's been incredible, and I hope, like I said, to share more about that later in any way I can be of service. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Terry Fisher, and I am the president of Polynesian Adventure Tours, us being a four-island transportation company here in Hawaii. I also have another business over in Kauai. The Luau Kalamaku at the Kilohana Plantation is our business. Wanted to mention that besides Polynesian Adventure Tours, we also own two other motor coach transportation companies on the mainland, serving 12 different locations from San Diego, Los Angeles, Orange County, San Jose, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and also Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So coming from the transportation business, have quite a diverse perspective in all of these different markets, very, busy tourism markets. And, we as a motor coach company are I call us a connector. We're the ones that are the conduit that connects visitors with hotels, attractions, destinations. And so I'm very, very happy to be part of this board and really looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Marisha Palma Elmore, and I'm the Executive Director of SAG-AFTRA here in Hawaii. SAG-AFTRA is the Screen Actors Guild, an American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. For better or for worse, I've been in this industry because I'm old, over 40 years. I started as a kid when I was 9 years old, and I'm just very honored and humbled. Thank you to Director Tokioka and the governor for having confidence in me and letting me sit here with all these really cool, awesome people. I also teach media and film ethics in the UH system, occasionally at HPU, and goodness, I want to learn from everyone here, and I'm happy to bring whatever expertise and education and insight that I have from the film industry, and also a proud Richardson grad. Yay, thanks, bye.
Aloha, good morning. My name is Leah Belmonte, born and raised here in Hawaii. And so currently I'm the Director of Human Resources for Mahi Pono. Prior to that, I've had the opportunity to serve on the prior administration on the Office of the Governor as Governor's representative for Maui County, and also have about 20 years in the hospitality industry where I first started my professional career in. So really it is an honor and a passion of mine to be able to have that opportunity to serve once again with the hospitality industry, represent the Hawaii Tourism Advisory Board. So again, humbled and honored to be able to be part of this team. And thank you to Governor Green for allowing me that opportunity as well. Mahalo.
Aloha kakahiaka. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kimberly August. I am one of the many Namea Ho'okipa that represents out at Aulani in Kapolei. I'm happy to also represent the hospitality industry in my role. I had the pleasure of working with some of you before. I was with Outrigger Hotels for about 27 years prior to coming here with Terry and Danny working there. I actually worked with also our favorite here, PA Jill, over at Aulani. I look forward to working with all of you. I think we have such a great team here with Carolyn and the HTA team. So much we can continue to learn from them and help them to really make a difference as we move forward. I appreciate that the governor has selected Adswell with Director Tokioka, a great team here that we can really make a difference together, and look forward to working with all of you. Mahalo.
And John, John Cole, our Deputy AG, he keeps us out of trouble.
I do my best. No, welcome everybody. Glad to have you here. I've been with the AG's office almost 4 years now. 3 of them, HTA has been my client, and a variety of experience before that, including things like UH, the Public Utilities Commission, legislators, and the governor. But looking forward to working with all of you as well. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, John. And I'm just gonna put this presentation on quickly. So, sorry, as the presentation is being loaded, it's just one slide. And the slide is about basically our 4 priority actions that our HTA staff is working on. In your packet, and you have on your desk is a CEO report. And I would just like to focus on August, the most current. And so with that, it's on the top things that are happening. And these actions that I'm going to show right now come from our strategic tourism management plan. And this tourism management plan is tied to our budget. Sorry. It's number 2. Yes. Thank you for trying, Talon. Yep. Okay, and could you
Sorry, Caroline?
Yes.
Are we supposed to have that in our packet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't print this one out for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll send it out to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So these, so basically these priorities are based upon the budget that DBED has approved. And so basically there's four priority areas that our staff is working on. One is to strengthen and diversify tourism's overall contribution to Hawaii's economy through coordinated market appropriate branding and marketing activities with our global marketing team. And so this priority, this is JD and her team are leading this area. It's to stabilize our US domestic and Canadian markets, revitalize the high spending international markets, which includes re-entering the Taiwan market and increasing demand for sustainable, regenerative, and experiential travel. Another point that the team is also working on is the MCI business in the next 2 years. The next priority is advancing destination stewardship for Hawaii. And this is where the stewardship team comes in. And so this is all about, our destination management, management of hotspot areas, continuing to maintain and improve a positive visitor experience for our visitors, growing HTA sports portfolio. That's really important, especially for governor, legislature, and DBED director. Building the capacity of small businesses and community organizations, developing the destination management app, and I mentioned earlier, managing or identifying hotspot priorities. The third area is improving interagency, visitor industry, and community coordination and collaboration in destination management, workforce development, creative industries, including the film industry, DBED's Hawaii Made program, and agritourism. And so under this area, the planning team is working hard on putting together documents that will navigate us through this time. So it's our strategic plan, which is set to be completed at the end of this year. So we're really looking forward to looking towards all of you for guidance in that. And Kathy Ritter and John Knox are in the audience. If you could please stand. Some of you have already been interviewed by them, and more interviews to come, but they will be helping us to put together our strategic plan for our agency. And just wanted to thank them for all that they do. Thanks. And then, and the second area is continuing to strengthen our strategic communication on the economic and community benefits of not only the HTA's work, but the industry's work and community's work. And the last priority area is performing the essential repairs on our rooftop terrace deck at the Hawaii Convention Center. We know that's very important, especially for the MCI market. And we are on track to begin construction January 2nd of 2026. And then repairs to be completed at the end of 2027. Just wanted to let everyone know about that. Does the board have any questions regarding our priorities?
Carolyn, if I may, first, the new members, some of the acronyms or use of terms of art, maybe it'd be good to explain or to allow, state the full, for instance, MCI, that we know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. MCI stands for Meetings, Conventions, and Incentives Market. And, I wanted to also point out some of our other major contractors that are in the room. We have Aaron Salah, who is the head of the Hawaii Visitors and Convention Bureau. I think everyone actually knows him, so he actually needs no introduction. But yeah, we appreciate the HVCB and all the work that they do with not only the HTUSA contract, but the MCI contract and our island destination support services contract. And then also in the room is Carmela. If you can please stand. She's with Kilohana, and she and her team at Kilohana, they help us with the providing destination support services for our destination stewardship program. So thank you, Carmela, for all that you do and your team does as well. Oh, I see Jessica in the room. Jessica Rich is with VASH, the Visitors Aloha Society of Hawaii. And just thank you for being part of helping visitors when they're in a time of trouble. And then last but not least, we have Terry Orton, the General Manager for the Hawaii Convention Center. And I feel like almost everyone knows you as well. Thanks, Terry, for all that you do too. Okay, so with that, the team has been working hard on a variety of things, everything from, again, we're going through our planning process of creating the next round of destination management action plans, our strategic plan, and updating the tourism functional plan. So a lot of community meetings have been held. We've stood up advisory group meetings for the destination management action plans. And just trying to really hear from industry, hear from community about where they see tourism headed. And with that input, we're going to be using that to inform the planning process and the plans that are being developed. For destination stewardship, they do so much. I just wanted to highlight one of the key things that has happened over the last month is with the Umeke program. These are the community-based projects that help to not only bridge resident-visitor interaction, but also create community economic development and really provide those visitor experiences that I think our visitors would like to see and interact with not only residents, but also experience the culture of this place as well. And looking at the sports area, Milton has left, but Milton has been doing a lot with, talking with sports, potential sports entities to get them to come here. And so more to come, but I just wanted to highlight Milton's efforts in the sports area. With brand marketing, the brand team is also doing a lot with the markets. Again, being that that voice in educating visitors about what there is to see and do when they come here, making sure that our brand is protected, and also, making sure that for the domestic, international markets, that we have solid plans to revive those markets that need to be revived. And JD, I don't know if you want to add more to that. Okay. And I think that's it in a nutshell. And a procurement team, they're a mighty team of two, and they really do support us in helping us to execute our contracts. We have a lot of contracts, so I just wanted to thank Talon and his team for being there and supporting us in the work that we do. And so with that, does anyone have any questions? I just wanted to keep the CEO report short, but yeah, any questions? Okay, so with that, we'll move on to the next agenda item. Item number 7, which is the discussion of standing committees and nomination of committees and members. So it's in your handout. Item number 7. It's this handout right here. So at this time, the facts are we would like to establish board committees to help the board operate more efficiently and effectively and provide guidance to the relevant subject matters. Governor Green and Director Tokioka recommended 2 new advisory board standing committees, and they are sports tourism and film production tourism. There are also 3 existing standing committees that staff believes should continue, and they are administrative, branding, and Ho'okahua, Hawaii. And so with that,
Thank you, Caroline. So, you all just met each other, some of you for the first time today. So it's extremely hard for all of you to sit here and say, oh, I want this person to be this, I want to be on this committee. So I think one of the discussions we had earlier with the team was for the members to submit to Caroline and Carol the committees, now that you know what they are, and we can take a vote to see if the members are okay with the 5 committees that are here. But then as we move forward, you can send an email of your top 3 priorities of what committees you want to sit on. And then we can fill out the committees in the next meeting, because we don't have any agenda items for those committees today. But we will in the next meeting, and by that time, everybody should be able to send in their request for the committees they want to be on, and then the board can come back and make a vote for that. And John, I'm going to ask you, I don't think that's a violation of any sunshine issue, correct?
No.
Okay.
Director, we'll send out a poll so that they can rank.
Yeah, the
yeah.
top 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Would you like me to go over the committees and what they do? Okay. So for the sports tourism, would be a new committee. This committee will advance Hawaii's position as a premier destination for sports-related travel and events. This committee will provide strategic guidance on initiatives that leverage sports tourism to drive economic impact, enhance the destination's brand, support local, national, and international partnerships, and strengthen community well-being. The next committee is film production tourism. And this standing committee will guide initiatives that promote Hawaii through film and television and integrated marketing to drive economic development and foster positive, authentic representation of the state of Hawaii. The next committee is administrative, and this standing committee oversees the recruitment, hiring, and contract terms of the president and CEO, and is also responsible for making recommendations related to the evaluation of the president and CEO. The Branding Standing Committee provides strategic review, evaluation, and recommendations on the authority's branding and marketing initiatives, programs, and activities that support the authority's vision, mission, and strategic objectives, with particular focus on destination branding and the meetings, conventions, and incentives market. And the last committee is Ho'okahua, Hawaii. And this committee provides strategic guidance on destination stewardship, the perpetuation of Hawaiian culture, the development and enhancement of visitor experiences, workforce development, creation and implementation of the HTA strategic plan, or destination management action plans, and the update of the tourism functional plan. And also, this committee will also consider community priorities and visitor industry needs and assess the social and economic impacts of tourism.
I think you can also, when we come back in the next meeting, you guys can talk about how many members you think should be on each board. Because there used to be 6, and sometimes you get stuck in 3 but looking at this board and the enthusiasm of everybody working together, I don't see that as an issue. But that would be a decision that you guys can make when you come back and when you send in. In fact, you can send in the poll how many members the board thinks there should be on each of the different committees.
So without call for discussion,
Hi, I'd like to just bring attention to an element that we use at the board, which is a permitted interaction group. So we have these committees, but when we do something like a CEO search or legislative work, we'll stand up a permitted interaction group. So that would be less than a quorum, but more than two. And it's under Sunshine. And if you've worked in public groups before, you are familiar with Sunshine. So this isn't all that we're going to be members of. So when you want to put your chips on the table and say, I want to serve here, serve there, serve there. Just remember, we're going to be standing up these permitted interaction groups. And when you're involved in them, they're time consuming as well. So bear that in mind.
Yeah, since you brought up the search, I will give the members some of the information that I have regarding the search. So Member Macaulay and Member Agas were part of the team of members in the prior board that were on the pig and doing the search for the CEO. The company, Bishop and Company, went out and did a search. They got over 400 applications for the president and CEO search. So right now, as Caroline and I have been in discussions with them over the last 2 weeks, they are going to be narrowing, giving us the top 10 names of the people that sent in applications. And they will also be giving us an Excel file of the 400 names of the people that, just their names of the people that applied for the job. That obviously is going to be something confidential, but it's something that you, the permitted interaction group and the board members will have access to see who applied and put in your thoughts as far as that is concerned. Because the number one responsibility of this board is to select the president and CEO. From that process, it goes to the governor. The governor sends that name to the legislature, and the legislature will advise and consent on that person's for the person that was selected for that position. So that is the process. Anybody have any questions about that part? Okay, good.
any further discussion?
If we can, when we start to select, I think our committees, selecting three is probably a very good one to do. The core is that I guess our fear sometimes is we don't have quorum and then we can't make the meeting. So sometimes 6 was difficult when we had so many, but it also helped when we couldn't reach quorum. So be prepared, though, I would say, is if you put 3, you probably would serve on 3 because it will help when we need to meet quorum.
Great point.
And maybe 4.
Okay, if there's no other discussion, we'll move to the next agenda item.
Caroline, sorry,
Yes.
we have a question from Ashley Nibu online. What is the timeline of selecting a president and CEO?
We're not going to put a time period on that. I mean, the board's new. I don't know who asked the question, but the board's new. We've got these names that were submitted maybe 8 months ago, and I think there are people in the community that know about the search, so that we can still, we're not cutting off the applicants because there may be other people that at the time didn't want to send in a resume, but will now. So I cannot answer that question with all certainty, and I don't want to make up a date where we can't achieve it. So, we'll just go through the process and see. The salary and some of the things have changed since the applications came in. So we'll have to take all of those things into consideration. But I'm sure the board will want to move, to hire that person.
Thank you. That's the only question from online.
Thanks. Thanks, Lindsay. Okay, we'll move on to the next item. which is the nomination, selection, and appointment of the board chair and board vice chair of the HTA Advisory Board of Directors. Okay. So we'll call for the nominations of the HTA Advisory Board Chair or Vice Chair. Vice Chair.
Hi, Carolyn. I'd like to make a motion for Jim McCulley to serve as a vice chair.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. I think in the beginning, it'd be wise if we had co-chairs. And I'd like to nominate Kim Agas as a co-chair. And the reason I say this is that this is an Oahu-centric requirement to be able to serve on this board when the legislature is in session or when there are activities on this island that are important to HTA. So it's I've found in my few years that it would have been very helpful for me to have a residence over here, but it wasn't to be. So I think if I'd be happy to serve as a vice chair, but I think it'd be good to have somebody who is also on island serving as vice chair. And I don't think there's any restriction on that, is there? Well, okay. So that's a proposal I'd like to make.
Thank you for that, Member August and Member McCulley. And I think, you know, as I said earlier, some of you met each other for the first time today. So to come into a room and choose a chair and a vice chair right off the bat is not going to be easy. And I think it was important for members who have been on the board before to be in those roles and to have two people who are willing to be the vice chair and two people that have, you know, for everybody that has worked with them before, as Member West knows, two people that have been dedicated to the work at HTA and been so involved in the committees. I think that's an excellent start. And then as the board goes along, we can figure out who the chair of the board is. But to put somebody in that position right now, right off the bat, not an easy step. So I think that's an appropriate move or just a choice to make. And I appreciate you making the motions for that.
I'd like to speak in support of what Director Tokioka just said, which is with a new board and everybody getting to know each other, and you guys, all of us getting to know the new HTA as an advisory board, we can get to the business of this board, selecting the CEO real quick. We roll up our sleeves, we see who's done this before, we put them on the pig, and we get to work. For guiding the board, we found it in the past very difficult for a new member, and we tried this, for a new member to step in and be stood up as the chair on their first meeting. And it's awkward at best. So I think it'd be good if we all took a breath and or a few breaths, few meetings worth of breathing, and get to know each other before we try to stand up a chair. They say new brooms sweep clean, but old brooms kind of get in the corners from being all pointy and twisty, and Kim and I are the pointy, twisty ones. So I think I think we could work this out very from our experience. I think this is a good concept. Thank you, Director.
I share the same feelings as Director Tokioka and as well as Member McCulley. And I just would like to second that nomination for Kimberly Goss as our vice chair.
Okay, thank you for that. Any other nominations? Okay, hearing no further nominations, then let's entertain a motion to close. And with that, let's call for a vote.
Yes. Member Goss?
I'm sorry, I'm just unclear of exactly what the motion is. Is it for vice chair or co-vice chair?
I'm so sorry. Yes, the motion is we're nominating, the board is nominating Kim Agas and Jim McCulley as co-vice chairs for the Hawaii Tourism Authority Board. Thanks.
Thank you. Member Agas.
Wait, yeah, we need a second. I
Oh,
think there was a motion.
Second.
Oh, he did? Okay, got it.
Aye.
Thank you. Member Belmonte.
Aye.
Thank you. Member Elmore.
Aye.
Member Fisher.
Aye.
Member Guy.
Aye.
Member Lazaro.
Aye.
Member Macaulay. Member Ojiri.
Aye.
Thank you. Member Paulson is excused. Member Tabora.
Aye.
Thank you. Member West.
Aye.
And Member Wong.
Aye.
The motion passes.
Thanks, Lindsay, and congratulations, Vice Chair Goss and Vice Chair McCully. Okay, and we will vote for the chair at the next board meeting, correct?
Sorry. That would be at the pleasure of the board.
Okay.
So it could be the next meeting, it could be the meeting after that. I'm not sure that we need to rush if the board members feel comfortable or whatever the pleasure of the board will be as we move forward. Thank you.
Okay, and our last agenda item, item 10, is a discussion of the HTA Advisory Board bylaws. So again, this is a handout number 9, and the purpose of this is, establishing bylaws is essential to ensure effective and transparent governance. On May 29th, Governor Green signed Senate Bill 1571 CD1 into law, which is Act 132. And that has done several things, including designating the HTA board as an advisory board. With these changes, the board's bylaws require updating. You have before you suggested changes to the bylaws that were made by myself as interim president CEO and by our deputy AG. And this was based on Act 132. And so for this, we provide it to you so you can review it, read it, and at the next board meeting, we can have further discussion on it. But I just wanted to present it to you so that you had time to digest it before we meet again. And John, I don't know if you have anything else to add.
No, not really. I mean, these were just adapted from the bylaws we had previously with some suggested amendments from former members of the board. And then Caroline and I had tried to adapt it, given the new law that was passed last session, with the advisory nature of the new board included. But yeah, we're open to any suggested amendments or questions or anything else the members may have either today or at another board meeting.
So given the import of the bylaws and the freshness of the statute that created the necessity for the new bylaws, I think that it's important that we identify the review and amending of the bylaws under one of the standing committees. And I think it would be most appropriate under Section 3 Administrative Standing Committee. Agree or disagree, John?
I agree, that makes sense. We could, adopt bylaws and amend them at any other meeting if necessary. So if we want to get something in place, we could do it at the next meeting. And then if a committee is going to review and make suggestions, it could be amended at that time as well.
Yeah, I don't think we should be using our erasers today on
Yeah.
your proposed bylaws, but I'm just bringing this up as a necessity.
No, I agree.
I had a question. Does it make sense to set up the advisory committee sooner than later if we're looking for like the work you're speaking of now or the CEO president search? Is that I know we're looking at maybe later setting the rest up, but does it make sense to start that sooner?
Yeah, we can do that. So as soon as we send out the poll and we can, we see where people want to, what committees they want to sit on, we could call for a committee meeting, or sorry, a board meeting earlier than October to do that. Any other further discussion on this? I know this was just meant, to present it to you for you to digest, and then please feel free to reach out to myself with any changes or anything. And also when we start to when we formalize the various committees, then we can have further discussion on that as the bylaws in that committee.
All right, so are we going to get a form emailed to us with the committees and we're going to
Yes,
reply?
send it out. Yeah.
Thanks.
We just wanted to first check in with the board to see if there were any other committees that you wanted to establish.
Can I just ask that you also send the members a Word version of the bylaws so they can comment on sections or make edits?
Yes, will do. Thanks. Okay, if no further discussion, then we'll move to item 10, which is adjournment. So with that, I can just adjourn the meeting, or do I have to take a vote, right? No, right? Okay. Okay. So thank you again to the new board. Thank you for volunteering your precious time to help the state of Hawaii, the people of Hawaii, and our visitors. Again, we really appreciate you being here. And we as staff look forward to working with all of you. Mahalo.
Thank you everyone for joining
Meeting
online.
adjourned.
The HCA regular board meeting has adjourned at 10:36 a.m. Aloha.